Okay, so how do you develop a growth mindset? In last week's video, I explored this idea of having a fixed mindset about certain things and the benefits of developing a growth mindset. I want to give you 3 areas to think about in terms of how we can change our fixed mindset about something to a more growth mindset. So number 1, challenge your perception of failure and mistakes. One of the things that comes through loud and clear in research over fixed mindsets is that the making of a mistake, or the fear of making a mistake, or failure, or embarrassing ourselves, humiliating ourselves, showing ourselves up, showing ourselves to be less than perfect or weak or whatever, those kinds of mindsets can hold us back. So shift your perspective from failure to learning. There's a great quote that I love, which is, there is no failure, there is only learning. If we can start to shift ourselves from the idea that mistakes are bad, failure is bad, to mistakes are part of the learning process, part of the moving forward, improving, and that it's all about learning, we can start to challenge the things that inhibit us, hold us back, and we can start to develop and grow. So think learning, not failure. Number 2, think more than good enough. Another challenge of fixed mindsets is that we have to either be perfect now or it'll be better when. Now, it's great to work towards goals, but what we need to challenge is that temptation to put ourselves on hold until we reach that goal, or to judge ourselves as having not achieved, or we're not good enough, or we're a failure until we get to that ideal goal state. So start to think of these 2 things. I'm good enough now. Good enough, not perfect, and this is a work in progress. So small incremental improvements through persistence, learning, and openness to mistakes can lead to great improvement, and also means that we can enjoy the journey and the process here and now and going forward, rather than psychologically putting everything on hold, our enjoyment, our choice to relax, our time out, whatever, until this time in the future that we've set ourselves. It'll be great when I get to this, when I achieve that post, when I get promoted here, when I earn that much money, when I've lost this much weight, when I can do this and I've learned that language, or I've learned this. Enjoy the incremental improvements and think of it as a work in progress, but you are more than good enough now. That's the thing you need to remind yourself of. Number 3, if you find yourself being held back, whether by those self-doubts, the fixed thinking patterns, and you want to give something a go, you want to try something, you feel as if you need to say something to someone, you want to just get out there and have a go, rather than thinking about what the outcome will look like, the success or the failure of the outcome, think about the action and the activity simply as an experiment. An experiment. A trial. I'm going to give this a go. Because it's the actual activity that we learn from, not the success or the failure, it's the process in between. And that's actually where we get our enjoyment. So treat life, treat an encounter, treat an interaction, treat something that you want to have a go at as just an experiment. This is an experiment to see whether I like it or don't like it, to see how I get on with it, to see how I do. Then afterwards, whether you've succeeded or failed, treat it as a learning process and reflect. Don't beat yourself up about where you went wrong, but just acknowledge the mistakes that were made. That doesn't reflect on you personally, it reflects on the mistakes that have been made and what you can do to correct them in the next experiment. But take the pressure off. Take the pressure off of whether it has to be successful or not, and just treat it as an experiment. That's all life is, to be fair, isn't it? So remember those 3 tips. Learning, not failure. You are more than good enough now. It's a work in progress. You are a work in progress. And treat life and experiences as an experiment, and take off the pressure of the expectation of a successful outcome.
Why don't you make the Daily Sprout part of your Wellbeing 5 a day? Sign up at dailysprout.net and never miss another Daily Sprout again.